So hey everyone, it's Johnny again from Affinity Studio. As we just promised, we are back into the exploring Affinity Studio over here. Today we're going to look at the vector persona. All right, most of the features of the vector persona over here, and that's what we're going to discuss. All right. Affinity is free. It's an excellent time to test how good the vector workflow is for game art, icons, UI, simple shapes, simple backgrounds, the usual stuff. Okay, and I'm coming from using Illustrator, as you see, and Krita and Inkscape. They're great tools, and I'm trying to actually get rid of Illustrator, and which is paid subscription. We don't really like Adobe. That's why we're looking at other workflows, and this is purely a practical look from someone who makes 2D assets regularly. Okay, so let's see what Affinity gets right and what slows me down. Okay, as you see right now, we are in vector persona. The UI looks quite clean, but let us try to create few things over here. Let us see, just create over here, and okay, yeah, over here M seems like selecting something. I don't know why it's selecting, but in Inkscape, if you go to Inkscape, M is actually drawing, drawing the shape, which is a rectangle. In Illustrator 2, this is like drawing a circle. All right. Yeah, that's what you see over here. But in Affinity, for some reason, let us see in the old over here. Yeah, in the older version 2, M is actually drawing a rectangle, but for some reason it's not over here. I think this should change that. It's a little bit not your muscle memory don't really remember that, and okay, now let us try to make this into a rounded rectangle. Let's see if we can do that. We can, but it looks like but inconvenient. Let us see how we can do this in Inkscape. The node tool. Yeah, that's quite really nice. Easy, nice and easy, very intuitive, very nice for a free tool. Let us try to go over here. Yeah, it's also very easy in Illustrator. That's a little bit downside, but the plus side I see over here is they have a lot of different shapes, and they actually have a rounded rectangle. But you also have that in these other tools too, I mean, there's not much a difference over here. Okay, you can also go over here, and you can also go the rounded rectangle, you see. So that thing is not really, and if you click, you can right away see you can do that. Okay, you can specify. You do not need to go to transform and change the sizes. And over here, let's try to do over here in the old Affinity designer. Yeah, it's kind of not very intuitive over here, and what I'm trying to do is kind of confusing, as we see, to make a shape. Alright, now let us go over here, and before we go ahead further, this is a move tool on the left hand side. There's an artboard tool. You can create new artboards. This is actually an artboard. Okay, and this is what? This is a node tool. It's doing click an object, shift click to drag and whatnot. Okay, and this is the corner tool, drag close geometric shapes, contour tool. This is the pen tool, P. Let's try to draw some shapes over here. Okay, and let us try to zoom. For some reason it looks all pixelated, the corner. It's not true vector. Let us try to do this same thing and perhaps over here. Okay, let's try to zoom in. See, it is very sharp. No matter how much you zoom in, it's sharp. Let us see over here too, pen tool. Okay, let us change this color to something like this perhaps. Let us zoom in over here. Yeah, it's a true vector. Yeah, in the also let us try to check over here. Okay, you see, when you zoom in, even in the old version, it's true vector it seems, but even if you try to zoom in, it kind of gets pixelated, the view, for some reason, which in Inkscape or Illustrator you don't get to see that. Alright, so maybe that is something that you need to check out for. I'm not sure if it's a problem or something. Okay, so that's there to it. Now this is what? This is the stroke white tool. What does it do? So let us try to draw a lane, and the stroke white tool is going to do what? Okay, alright. So this is like a width profile. Okay, I'm not sure if you can save it. So this is a feature where our Illustrator is the clear winner. Okay, let us go over here, and we're gonna try to 8 point, and you can actually see, you can click right away. You can click, you can mimic like the hand painted whatever kind of thing, and you can actually save this. Okay, you can make your custom width profile and you can save it. I'm not sure how you can do it. It's very inconvenient that you always need to do this all the time. I'm not sure how to save that. Okay, now let us try to create a gradient. Okay, we're gonna try to gradient. Okay, I keep pressing my muscle memory aim. I really recommend these guys to making a circle. I do not know why do I have this tool. Okay, let's see, maybe I found something. Okay, so you have to click over here. Okay, where is this tool? Yeah, it's kind of hard to get. Yeah, okay, what is that? Yeah, it's not very intuitive. I don't know why they do that, but okay, let us try to create a gradient for this. We're gonna press G and we're just gonna create this. Then we're gonna add one more and try to create color. Okay, where did that went? Okay, this is the problem over here in Affinity Studio. Let's try to do something same over here. Alright, let us try to go over here. As you see, I have already created the gradient, and if you press G, okay, and if you just pick up the gradient over here, you can really nicely pick, and you can just pick the color. You see, it's so easy, and you can get it done with a minute or two. You can do the same thing in here. Okay, you can also do the same thing here too. Right, and you can add one. Okay, see, it's pretty convenient. I'm not very familiar with Inkscape, but I have seen videos. It's much more easier to make gradients in Inkscape and Illustrator. Illustrator for sure, and Inkscape is also a little bit easier. Okay, which is not over here Affinity loose. Okay, imagine you need to make a sky with different kind of horizons. You're gonna spend too long. Okay, you can't go over here and add and all that. As soon as you try to pick a color, you can't. You want to always pick a color from a color palette or something, right? It's not you're trying to pick random colors and from muscle memory or whatnot. You always try to keep things from reference, so that's not very convenient. So, but it has a lot of tools, and there's a cat tool. Maybe that's a joke. I don't know why I need a cat tool, but there's a lot of shapes that you can pre-made shapes, which is kind of good. And the next tool is shape builder. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're gonna check out the shape builder. We're gonna make a circle over here. Let's do over here, and the shape builder tool is S, right? What is it? Yeah, it's S. It seems it is an assistant. Yeah, it is an assistant, so like a rod. So we can say how good is Affinity. Okay, it's gonna reply. While it replies, so we're gonna just create this. Okay, and we're gonna go create this. I'm just gonna change the color to something like this, and then we're gonna create this. Okay, just change to color something like this. Then we're gonna do like this. Then we're gonna create the shape builder, and we're gonna add this. Okay, it's working good. Now let's try to do something like this. Yeah, shape builder is looking good. Now let us try to do some Boolean operations. That is cool. That is good. And okay, that is Boolean operation looks pretty fine. It's as very good as other tools over here. No problem. Okay. Now what else we have? We have text tool. So text tool is quite good. Let us try to make a text effect right now. Okay. How you okay, now go over here and we're gonna go to quick effects and we're gonna make it red. Alright, bevel and emboss, radius, opacity a little lower. Gonna create an outline like this, then we're gonna create the radius. Maybe this one is not that good. Maybe, yeah, okay. Maybe something like this perhaps. Radian over here. Change the opacity a little bit less. Okay. And they have a lot of really nice blending modes. Okay. Now let us go back over here again and we're gonna quick effects. Then we're gonna do a outer glow, radius, something like this. Opacity a little lower. Yeah, so but over here the thing is there are not many options. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see a lot of options for creating effects. There is just only few. But if you go to Illustrator, okay, if you go to Illustrator, you have a lot of effects: warp, twist, flag, and this effect, stylize, rasterize. Okay, then you have distort and transform, 3D, like really a lot. Even in Inkscape, you have a lot of filters. Okay, you see, you have a lot of filters. You have a lot of filters, but in Affinity Studio, it's very limited. Like pure vector wise, it's very limited. Maybe we can see more in pixel persona or other persona, but it's quite limited over here in the thing. So what is left? You can frame text over here, and this is like what you can press any kind of tool, image. And this is vector crop. I don't really need, I don't use that. Measure tool, area tool, I don't really use that. This is eyedropper and style flicker. Okay, so those are all the tools. As we see right now over in the vector persona, it's okay, it's not that bad. For coming from Inkscape or Illustrator, it's not really that bad. It works. It's I think it's good for making typography and icons and whatnot, but I'm not sure how really good it is about making game art. Okay, and gradients is not very convenient. The Boolean shapes are quite good, and perhaps making mask or something is maybe quite good. We need to explore that later on. And if we compare to Inkscape or Affinity Design, it's like it's wanna be Inkscape and Affinity Illustrator at the same time. It's like it's a little confused over here. Okay, so that's kind of my take about it for on the Affinity Studio, the vector persona. The pros of it is clean UI, good Boolean tools, solid shape tools, fast performance, and it's free. Okay, and it's one of the best contender for Adobe Illustrator, great for simple UI and icons. As you saw, the cons are green. It's not very convenient if you're heavy using for making gradients. It's gonna slow you a lot. Maybe the snapping I didn't really test it. Node handles and etc. is kind of clunky, as you saw. You know, I mean, like it's not very convenient. In Illustrator or Inkscape, we can find it much better. Okay. the shortcuts, one of the good thing about Affinity Designer or like the studio right now, you can really customize everything, you know, the shortcuts and everything, which wasn't available very much in the Affinity Designer version 2. I may be wrong, but I couldn't really customize as I willed, you know. But that is changed over here in this Affinity Studio. You can go over here and change whatever shortcuts you want to change. Okay, you can also create your own workspace. Okay, you can name your own workspace and create a custom workspace for you, which is really good, but it lacks the maturity of Illustrator, lacks the deep flexibility of Inkscape. All right, so final verdict for me, in Affinity Vector Persona is really good but not amazing. You can use it for making simple game art. For deeper vector Illustrator is still the king, and for career wise, as I mentioned, you still gotta learn Illustrator and use that, because most of the companies they use that, unless they agree to use Affinity Designer, the vector persona of Affinity Studio. So that's it, guys. That was the overview. If you found this helpful, subscribe. In the next video we're gonna look at pixel persona. I don't really use raster tools that much, but we'll explore what it can do, and we'll compare the AI tools inside Affinity with Krita AI plugin, which is completely free. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.